What is going on, YouTube? So it hasn't even been a week since I released my advanced MidJourney tutorial and there's already a new feature out. Go figure, right? That's cool. I had a second part coming anyways. MidJourney has just released the blend mode. Yes, I said it. Blend mode. This feature works by meshing a couple pictures together to make a nice picture. So you can get your ugly picture and mix it with a nice picture and come out with a decent picture, I guess. So this is something that I taught in my previous tutorial, but you had to do it in a different way. You didn't have the blend mode function. You actually had to use the URLs to combine them together, but it made some pretty stunning pictures, especially when you match like an abstract picture with a regular nice picture, and it makes something just very unique. So I'm glad that they added this feature, and we're going to see a lot nicer art. And you could already see a lot of mixtures happening right now on the MidJourney Community homepage. I'm really glad that they added this feature, and it works really nicely, and it's pretty much the cheat mode to make a really nice picture. Or if you have an ugly picture, you can actually kind of remove a lot of the smudges and a lot of the awful things about it. Or you can just make it into a total abstract piece of art. From a normal piece of art, mixing it with something abstract to make something beautiful. And let's take a look at some of these features and also just test it out a little bit and look at some of the things that the community has made. All right, so to use this tool, mode, or new feature, whatever you want to call it, all you got to do is go into the command prompt here, or prompt, and type in /blend. And then you can press tab or click on blend up there. I'm going to press tab, and there you get two boxes where you can drag stuff in. All right, that was my tutorial. Thanks a lot. Okay, take it easy. Bye.
Thank you for watching, and as always, sayonara, aloha, hafa.
Just kidding. Of course, there's more to talk about. So let's try this out real quick and drag a few pictures in there. So you can have up to 5 images. So right now there's 2. So I'm going to press tab until I get all 5. All right, so now I'm going to drag a few pictures in. Some of the pictures that I made in the advanced MidJourney tutorial, I'll drag those in. So this is one of the first ones. And so this is actually a mixture of 2 images already. This is a mixture of abstract art and some of the Valkyrie art that I had. Let's also drag some of those Valkyries in. So let me drag in this one. Then I'll drag in the zombie Valkyrie. Then I'll drag in the redhead with the photorealism that I created. Then finally, I'm going to add this flower here, which probably going to mess it up, but we want something pretty cool, right? Let's try it out. All right, so it's done. So let's take a look at what it created here. So not that great. I mean, it looks pretty good because the initial pictures were pretty good, but it doesn't look really special. It didn't really change too much about it because it's just kind of mixing a bunch of images that are similar, but let's try mixing images that are very different. And let's not mix too many of them this time. Let's try to make a nice picture. All right, so let's try this again, but with less pictures. So I'm going to type in /blend, and then I'm going to put in this picture with this picture right here, and hopefully she can get that style. So let's try it. All right, so the results are in and they're pretty nice. So let's take a look at these pictures, and you can see here there's a mixture between that succubus and this girl right here that I created in my advanced MidJourney prompt, and it looks pretty amazing. This one at the bottom right almost didn't make it. Would have been NSFW if it went a little bit lower. Luckily, it's still within the square or the quadrant. So still good. So let's take a look. I reversed the prompt and put the other girl first, the darker girl first, and it came out with the same thing. I can't really say if it made one picture stronger than the other by reversing the order of how I put the pictures in, but yep, that's what I got with that. And so I actually upscaled some of these pictures because they're pretty nice and I would like to keep them. So this one especially I like, and this first one. But yeah, so it makes some pretty nice results mixing those 2 elements, which is like a normal girl plus, you know, a succubus. All right, let's try one of my favorite methods here, and let's grab a normal picture like this right here, and we'll combine it with some abstract art that I created. See here, I created a bunch of things that I can combine it with. Try one of them. All right, let's go with this one, and we'll press enter. All right, so let's check out what it created for us, and it's pretty chaotic, pretty crazy looking, very unique though. Do a few more iterations to get something a little bit better, but here's another one that's a little bit decent, and it looks pretty cool, but at the same time there's missing legs, and it's kind of, you can't specify on your prompt exactly what you want. And that's one of the limitations of this tool, is that you could blend a bunch of pictures, but you can't really specify anything else in that. When you use the blending technique with the URLs, you can actually put something in the prompt to kind of go into detail further on what you're trying to get here. So you have a little bit more control there, and it does seem to produce a different result. And this stuff is pretty strong though when you combine 2 different elements. It does better at some things like swapping faces, but for the most part, it's pretty fun to play with, but you have less control. All right, so that's the blend tool in a nutshell, and it's a pretty cool tool, and I really like that they added this, and it's going to open up a lot more more kind of techniques for other people to combine their art and make something pretty unique. It does have limitations that you can't specify and give weight to a particular kind of like pose or something for one of these pictures. So I can't basically say I want this to be more portrait than I want it to be more Valkyrie. And when you combine them, it's kind of the luck of the draw there. And there might be something of putting one picture first, then the other one next, but I'm not really sure. It doesn't seem with my testing that it makes a difference. It seems to produce the same results. But when you do the older method with the URLs, you can actually specify things like walking down the middle of a battlefield or something like that. So it doesn't give you a portrait instead of something like this. But those are the benefits and those are also the cons of it. But it's a pretty good tool and it's a really nice addition. It would be really great if they add a weighting feature to this new tool, because then you can actually specify which picture would take precedence or more priority over its style, rather than having 3 different pictures or even 5 different pictures and you don't know which one actually takes precedence. Even if you just had 2 and one was a portrait and one was a landscape, you might get a real close-up picture of like a rock or something, because it just kind of randomly takes elements from each picture and kind of meshes them together or blends it, which is its function. But I think if they can either add weights or add the ability to put a prompt in, it would really help you make a specific result. Be great. I'm going to end this tutorial with a bunch of pictures from the blend showcase in Midjourney, and it shows a bunch of results that people got by blending pictures together. Here you see a castle with this girl doing yoga, and then now it's her in front of a castle doing yoga. These are some ideas for you, and you can go check it out. Also, if you're looking for a tool that's just like Midjourney, you can check out Blue Willow. I'll leave a link at the end of my video, and you'll see an end screen with the full video tutorial on how to get started with it. This tool is pretty cool, and you could actually just use the /imagine prompt in Discord just like you do in Midjourney, and it'll be free while it's in beta. So check that out. Thanks for watching and start blending stuff.
Thank you for watching, and as always, sayonara, aloha, hafa day, adios, zaijian, alvida, annyeong, pa el lam, and please come again.